to school in Lynden from the 1st through the 12th grade. I was there my entire, the entire time. It was really fascinating because I actually remember getting ready to go off to school, and my mother working with me, trying to give me the appropriate terms that I needed to know in English. So if I needed to go to the bathroom, right, I could tell the teacher that. And I also remember being very apprehensive going into school. And then my memory kind of cuts out. And I don't know why it's hard to remember those periods of time, especially, 1st grade, the beginning of 2nd grade. And I think part of it was I remember feeling an incredible frustration and not being able to understand what other people around me were saying and not being able to make myself understood. It's like you're all, just all of a sudden struck, deaf and dumb, yet you are able to process all that information, and you can talk, and you can understand stuff, but all of a sudden it's like you're dropped in a whole new environment where everything is so different and so strange. But the educational system wasn't bad. Lynden was a small town. It's still a small town. When I graduated, there were 102 people in my graduating class, and I probably knew 95 of them since the 1st grade. So you move along with everybody else, you become good friends with everybody else. I was the only kid of color that basically, through most of all my early grades, by the time I got to high school, we had a few more. But through all my early grades, I was the only kid. I mean, there were no black people, there were no Asian people, there were no other Latinos that stayed. There were no Native Americans that stayed. And so I was really the only kid that was different that way in school. But because it was such a small class and a small group of people, people just came to accept me as that strange Mexican kid that stays. That's kind of the way I became known.